Just outside the dusty speck of a desert town called Niland, California, is a colorful and remarkable tribute to one man's passion. 23 years in the making and still a work in progress, Salvation Mountain shouts its message loud and clear: God is love, even though its visionary creator, Leonard Knight, is content to let each individual come to his or her own conclusion. The story of the mountain is at once complex and yet simple. A 50-foot-high mountain topped with a worn white cross greets visitors as they drive down bumpy, dusty Main Street. From afar it looks like a dizzying mishmash of color, but as you get closer you see the structure, the text, the waterfalls, and the ornately decorated old vehicles, including a well-embellished Airstream travel trailer. Park and step out of your vehicle, and Leonard will welcome you to his mountain and eagerly take you on a personal tour. Salvation Mountain is made of adobe, hay, and plenty of paint. Nearly 100 donated gallons making 10-plus coats of paint on the mountain. Leonard collects chunks of clay rocks from the desert, soaks them in a front-loader bucket until they liquefy, which takes about 5 days, mixes the wet clay with hay, and plasters it on the hillside, or his latest find, on hay bales. Once dry, he paints and decorates as the spirit moves him. Visitors, and there are plenty of them, 75 to 200 a day, depending on the season, are invited to travel up the yellow brick road to the top of the mountain and look down on the waterfalls and ocean shore, complete with a boat on the swells. Everywhere you look are words from the huge God is love to the Lord's Prayer to John 3:16. Next to Salvation Mountain is Leonard's latest project, the museum. A balloon-shaped structure constructed with hay bales, tree limbs, discarded vehicle windows, and cables for strength. The first room you visit on the tour is the igloo. The room is decorated with clippings from the multiple articles that have been written about Leonard and his mountain. Trees dot the inside of the museum and are not only beautiful but ingenious too. The trunks are made of found tires stacked on top of one another and filled with adobe. Once the core is dry, the tires are covered with more adobe, painted and decorated with flowers. Yes, adobe flowers in every color of the rainbow. It remains true that Leonard is a squatter, living in the back of one of the Repent-mobiles, his decorated trucks, with no power or water next to the mountain, and he's creating on land that belongs to the state. But with the recognition he and his work of art have received throughout the world, there's little worry that Salvation Mountain will be asked to leave any time in the near future. Whether you subscribe to his message or not, Leonard and his mountain inspire passion and a renewed belief in anything is possible, and that in itself is a blessing.